everybody, it's the time of year where lots of people are showing a little more skin and wanting to get a good tan to go along with it, and the safe way to do that is by using self-tanners. And I've used self-tanners for a long time. I've tried many different kinds, and in this video I'm basically going to tell you about some that I like, some that I don't like. I'm going to incorporate both high-end and drugstore tanners for body, tanners for face. So I really want to cover everything in one video so you know what things I like, what things might work for you. I'll start off by talking about what I've been using lately that is really the top-notch product for me, and it is from Beige Escentuals, and it's called Faux Tan. And this has been a really popular product on QVC. Actually, it's won some awards through that, and I recently got this in this nice big size, and it comes with this really dense brush. And I know we think of brushes for our face, you know, for face makeup, but this actually applies. You just squirt some of the product directly on this really dense flat top big size kabuki brush, and you just swirl it on in circular motions, or you can kind of, you know, just go like this. I tell you what, I have not had any streaking issues with this particular sunless tanner. It's really amazing. I mean, I kind of had my doubts when I saw how dark the product, as you can see, it's, you know, kind of from there, it comes out very dark, and it does have a tint when you put it on. So it doesn't go on invisible. You can definitely see where you've put it and where you haven't. It takes your hands out of the equation. You know, it takes the finger streaks, which is what I would normally, if I wasn't using a gradual tanner, if I was using any other self tanner, somewhere on my body I would be able to see the streaks created by my fingers. And with this is so nice because you can put this all over and you can get it right down here on your hands, you know. But never before could I do that, because then you have to, you know, you get the product all over your hands and then you wash your hands, and guess what, from your wrist down you're white. So this works really well for that. Let's see, this is probably 2 applications. I applied it, and then 2 days went by, and then I put it on again. So this is the sort of thing you get. You don't have to use it every day, and it'll still hold up. It actually builds really nice, rich, dark color. It was described really well on QVC. They said that it was the tan of an olive-complected person. You know, it's not orangey. I actually have 1 application of this on my face. So, you can use it on your face. I mean, I have not had any adverse reaction from using this on my face. I just kind of wanted to see what it would do because I mainly used it only on my body. And I can see that, you know, it might be the type of thing where for every 2 applications on my body, I might do 1 on my face. One of the biggest things about this bronzer that makes it so awesome is the way it fades off. That has been my top complaint from sunless tanners, oftentimes a lot of them from the drugstore. They fade like you've got like a scaly look. You know what I mean? Like patchy, scaly stuff. And this just kind of, you know, like when I got this, you know, I'd used it for a week, and then a week or so went by. It was cold. It was, you know, it was not good weather. I wasn't wearing short sleeves or anything like that. So I just didn't use it for about a week's time. And the tan began to fade, but it didn't fade in a really unattractive way. Put it on before you go out on a night out. You're going to notice a tan, but the next morning you're really going to notice a tan. So keep that in mind with the way this develops. Like, I think 3 to 4 hours might be what it takes for that to fully develop. It's not a typical sunless tanner scent. It's almost a little bit sweet, and I can't quite place it. The best one I've tried from the drugstore is from Banana Boat, and it's Summer Color, and I've used this in deep dark color. I've gone through 1 of these, and this one is about halfway gone. And this really does give you a good dark tan. This isn't so much I don't feel like it's like a classic gradual tanner like Jergens or something like that. This is more of a darker tanner, a little bit faster tan. It's probably the best at not giving you an ugly fade when it, you know, as the tan goes away if you don't choose to use it for a couple weeks. You cannot be a prisoner to your tanner. You know, you can't feel like, oh my gosh, I start using this now and then I have to use this every other day or for the rest of my summer or whatever. You shouldn't have to feel that way. So this is a pretty good one. Again, when you're using your hands to apply it, you got to be careful. You got to kind of try to keep your fingers together and not get those finger streaks. And I think you do get better with it the more you do it. If you like the gradual tanners, let's say you're more fair complected and you want to just get a little bit of color and you don't really so much even want that much of a tan. This is Jergens Natural Glow Foaming, and the foaming one dries so fast. So you put this on and it will, you know, absolutely almost instantly you feel like there's nothing on your skin. You don't have that feeling like you just put on lotion or anything like that. So it comes out as a foam. The color does build up pretty well after, you know, use it for like 3 days straight. You'll really notice a change in your coloring, and this has been an Allure Beauty Award winner. A lot of people go for this one. Probably my favorite self-tanner for the face. I got this as part of the QVC Beauty Test Tube, and it is the Alpha Beta Glow Pads from Dr. Dennis Gross. These have an anti-aging element in them, and it says anti-aging exfoliating self-tanner. So that's kind of cool how all the steps are combined. But these are just like little towelettes, and you have plenty of juice in these to get all over your face, down onto your décolleté area. So if you were just kind of concerned about this area showing, you know, it's great. You have more than enough, and you will notice a tan, like a good tan out of these. Talk about sunless tanners for the face that don't work and this and that. This will really give you a great natural tan. Okay, now sunless tanner that I really didn't like. It's from Loreal, and it's the Sublime Bronze Clear Self-Tanning Gel. Oh my gosh, I used this for a few days and loved it. I thought the color was great. I thought it really built up a good tan. And then I didn't use it for a few days, and this has been the worst culprit of fading and making me look like some kind of alligator or something. Like around my arms, I mean, I didn't want to wear short sleeves because it was that bad. And once again, you choose when you want to put these things on. You should not be obligated to put them on, you know, on a certain schedule every day. You know, it needs to fade like a natural tan fades, and this does not. So that's big thumbs down. Face tanners. This one from Jergens, Natural Glow. I tried to make this work. I used this really consistently, and I just couldn't see the color building up on my face. And I wasn't exfoliating like crazy. You know, I gave it its chance to work. It says medium to tan skin tones. This does have SPF in it. It sounds like a great thing, but it just didn't deepen my skin that much. You know, if I'm going to take the time to put it on, I want to see a result. So for face tanners, this one's kind of not so much for me. So to sum this all up, I know I talked about a bunch of different products, and I was kind of thinking at first, I don't want to mention all these, but I do want you to know what I think about this stuff. And Faux Tan is definitely, I mean, I know it is a high-end product, but this really is the best sunless tanner I've ever used. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and make sure when you tan safe. Thank you. Bye.